Hello, Flosstube. Elizabeth Martinez, phantastitches. This is Flosstube update number 56, the special Post-Stitchnanigans edition. Ordinarily, I record on Saturday mornings, but because of the retreat, I'm making this recording on Monday morning, and I actually had done about 45 minutes of this recording, and I had a thing set on my tablet, an alarm kind of thing, and it went poof. It came on, and I lost the recording that I had done. So I'm starting over again. Thank you. Anyway, so hopefully this one won't be interrupted, and I can get through it quickly enough. As some of you may have noticed, because I went, I got a manicure before the retreat. Last I think I guess last Saturday. I don't know. Anyway, it's I'm calling it. I called it Stitchnanigans Purple, because it is purple. It looks kind of blue or black or something on this video, but it's purple. As it matches my Stitchnanigans t-shirt. It's kind of hard to see the logo because of the dark color of the t-shirt, but I like the purple t-shirt, purple option. But this is the logo. It doesn't say Stitchnanigans, it says Shenanigans, but this is the logo that was designed for these products for the retreat. So there's a tote bag. I got a t-shirt, a tote bag. There's some other things that were designed for it, but these are the things I ordered. And this little zipper pouch. So the designs on both sides of the tote bag and the zipper pouch. But yeah, so, and this is a really good size too for like a notions pouch or whatever. So let me get this out of the way. I'll put it here. So anyway, I ordered that stuff, and so that came in. Fortunately, it came in before the retreat, and I had a couple other things that I got before the retreat. I want to sort of get those out of the way right now. I had won a giveaway from Linda Joe. This is so it came just before the retreat also. This is fabric from Legacy Linens. It's a 20 count, about 13 by 20 inches. And it's kind of a dark, sort of olive green color. But yeah, so I don't have anything specific in mind yet, but you know, it's I won the fabric. Hey, thank you, Linda. And also before the retreat, I think I had mentioned that my sister took me to Mole Queen, a quilt shop, and specifically for this light, this Beam and Read light. You hang it around your neck, and like so. Sorry. And then you can flip it up, and it lights, you know, it lights your lap, what you're working on here. So so I bought that in preparation for the retreat, and it worked really well. You know, but the angle is a little weird for stitching. It's a little little bit low, so I think I have to adjust it. You know, learn where the best maybe the height or whatever, you know, the length of the neck piece, the, you know, hanging piece, so that so that it lights the area that I want to light specifically. But so to aid in the stitching, I took this little hammerhead light. I saw, that several people had something like this for stitching or whatever. But I actually bought this uh, as a musician for my stand uh, to light my music. We did runouts and stuff and other concerts where we had stand lights, uh, and I liked this light better um, for my music and stuff, and so I had bought this already, but I used it for stitching, and it came in really handy because it has a clip. So I clipped it on the table and used that to help add some light there. On Thursday, the little corner of the table we were in, I was on at this one table on Thursday, and it was actually kind of in a dark corner of the room. I think one of the overhead lights uh, wasn't maybe wasn't full, wasn't complete, whatever. It was like a little bit low, and then there was a wall sconce but in that corner, there was something. I don't know if that particular sconce didn't work because I think they were all in the same like circuit or whatever. But that one wall sconce, you could tell the light bulbs were lower, like they were dimmer. Anyway, so that was the kind of the dark corner. It was really nice during the day because they had the door standing open and there was sunlight coming in, and it was really well lit during the day. But then as it got darker in the evening, it was a sort of a dark corner. But anyway, so I kind of I wanted to go through the weekend sort of in order because that helps me so I don't forget what all the things that went on. But so Thursday afternoon, my sister Eve, who drives for Uber, very kindly offered to take a load full of people from the airport to the hotel, and she drives a van, so she said she could take up to 6 people, and I was going to catch a ride down there with another one of the with let's see if I have her name here. Um, Hold on one second. I don't see her name. Anyway, I was going to catch a ride down there originally with somebody else, but but so there were only 5 people that were takers for this ride, and so I went ahead and made myself the 6th person and went with my sister to help recognize everybody and pick everybody. So Andrea Ward, my roommate Sue Tyler, I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how to say your last name. Karen Macon, Jamie Rao, I think is how you say her last name, and Candy Askins. We're all we picked them all up at the airport and took them to the hotel. So it was great to be able to give them all a lift to the hotel. And then the roommate situation, it was a little bit. I had originally arranged to room with Trisha Miller, and then I had some concerns about being able to use the shower in the hotel room because most hotels have a tub shower situation, and with my disability, it would have been difficult to do. And so Trisha asked if anybody had an ADA room who was looking for a roommate. And Cynthia Keyworth, another goer, had arranged to for an ADA room. The way I understand it was her husband who actually needed it, but then he decided not to go. So she had the room by herself. And then Sue was looking for a roommate. Uh, but having an ADA room would also be helpful for her because she has the disability also. So anyway, we did a big sort of switcheroo thing, and so Trisha and Cynthia roomed together, and Sue and I roomed together in the ADA room. So it was great. And Trisha very kindly had bought like a little roommate gift for me. I didn't even think of that. I'm so thoughtless sometimes. Anyway, but she very kindly gave me this little tea box with packages of Earl Grey green tea, and it was really great. I used it Saturday and Sunday that we had breakfast. I took some downstairs. I was already downstairs. I took some to the ballroom with me, so it was really great. So thank you, Trisha. That was great. That was a nice gift. So then, so that Thursday afternoon, evening, I had started before the conference, before the retreat. Saying conference, I don't know. Before the retreat, just sort of out of a little bit of boredom. I don't have the other thing I worked on before the retreat. I don't have it handy. Because I already recorded this once. I'll talk about it later. I don't know. But anyway, so Thursday I had already started on this little Western Biscornu pattern by Tiny Modernist. So I started stitching on this. You can see the little border here. It's a little blue triangle border and a purple sort of purplish triangle border. I had already started on that before the retreat, and so I took that and worked on it at the retreat. Hold on, sorry about that. So anyway, I took this Western Biscornu and I was working on that, and this is I guess the bottom. Right now they're essentially the same, but so I worked on this at the retreat Thursday night, and also at the retreat I'm covering up my hand here. One of my table mates was giving these away, these little needle minders. So I picked this little chickadee. I don't know if you can see that because it's kind of glary. This little chickadee. Barb was at my table. Barb, let me see if your last name. De Velez, I guess is how you say that. I'm not sure. But she went with her mom, Gay. Her last name also, Gay Krieg, I guess. So Barb and Gay were at my table Thursday evening. We were at a table with Kara Stevenson Case Cross Stitch, you probably know, and Lisa. I want to say I can't say her name. Shetsalar, I think that's how you say her last name. They were at the table along with some other people who I'm sorry, I can't remember. Anyway, but so Barb made these little needle minders and was passing them out there. So that was Thursday night, Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. That I worked on that, and then so I want to talk about also at the conference there was a sort of a brag table type thing for stitched pieces, and so I brought a couple of things to put on there. Some of you may remember this Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing design that I came up with that I worked on most of last year, I guess it was. I wrote out the words to the hymn and came up with these little design things, ideas for it. Anyway, so I still haven't framed it, as you can see. I still haven't FFO'd it or whatever. However, I'm gonna do it. But so yeah, so I put this on the little brag table. Yeah. So, and then the other thing, I've shown this before. I talked about it at least this pattern before in an earlier video, very early on. This is a design that I did probably in. I guess I started it probably in '93-ish. I think that was the year my sister got married. '93. I started it, several months before her wedding, and then when it was obvious that I wasn't going to finish it in time for the wedding, I sort of set it aside and then worked on it off and on for, I think, a couple of years before I finished it. And part of the reason was that I took this part of this design, and part of it's all kind of beat up because I didn't, I carried it around with me, but some of these other little motifs, and I sort of took it apart and used the motifs differently, and I used a different poem. I used the Shakespeare Sonnet 116. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments, etc., etc., etc. So, so I think I showed this before also, but anyway, so I recharted the whole thing by hand in pencil. Recharting it took almost as long as stitching it. But anyway, so I had recharted it, sort of rearranged the designs that came with this in this pattern book, and this is what I came up with. Oh, stop before I knock everything down. This is what I came up with, and it's not pinned and stretched or anything like that. This is before I knew anything about real mounting, but it still came out pretty good. So there's the swans at the top, and there's the corner pieces from the little. You could do a tray or a pillow or whatever. You pull it back here, and then these band designs, and there's some little smaller version of the swans, and I think this was from the bottom of the original design. There's a cat lying on top of everything, and then the Shakespeare sonnet. This alphabet was there so that you could write the poem that it came with, and also so you could put the couple's names and the date of their wedding and all that stuff that I didn't put. So there's Mark and Naomi's names, but I didn't put the date of their wedding in there. So, but anyway, so that was I took that for their little brag table kind of thing. So and I was talking to somebody that I really hadn't been stitching very long when I did that. I think I started stitching at Christmas of 1988, and I did that design. I started it in the summer of '93, I guess. Anyway, so there's that, and put this in here before I lose it. Put this somewhere else. Sorry. So, anyway, that was on the little brag table. And then there was also like a freebie table. Let me look around. Let's see where I put it. Here it is. And so I got a couple things off of that. This is just a package of it's a package of 18 count, or I mean 14 count probably. I think, yeah, 14 count Aida, but it's a big piece of white Aida fabric. It's like maybe 2 feet by 4 feet or something. It's a pretty big piece. And then I bought this. I picked up this 14 count black Aida. It's about 8.5 by 6. So it's a small piece, but I think it'll work for something. And anyway, what I meant to say was this white Aida, I guess it was part of a kit of some kind. So it came with some threads and the thread keep, but the brand name of the threads and the thread keep is Craftways, which I've never heard of before. So it's not like, a DMC or Anchor or JMP codes or whatever corresponding numbers, but there's some colors there that yeah, I don't know, I might use for something. And like I said, this 14 count black Aida, and it'll come in handy for some project. Let me check my notes here. Freebie table. Okay, and oh, and I bought a needle minder. Let's see if I can find it. Jennifer Sabre with Delicious Threads was there, and so I bought this little needle minder. Admit one cat. So I bought that. I think Thursday also. Yeah. So Friday morning we went to the attic, and I rode with Becky Johnson and I think Andrea Ward and Sue and I. We made a trip Friday morning to the attic, and so I bought some Weeks Dye Works threads. 1, 2. Be sure I have them all. 4, 5. Okay. That were called for threads for the little squirrel pattern that I talked about earlier. This one here. It's a little tiny pattern. It's like a 1 inch by 2 inch. It's very small. Well, there's the little medallion that the pattern goes on. So it calls for Weeks Dye Works threads, and I had kitted it up with a little piece of fabric and the DMC conversion of I looked it up online or whatever, and so I had started to do the DMC conversion, and there were a couple of threads that I was missing, and I actually bought the DMC threads to go with it. But since I was at the attic, I went ahead and bought the called for Weeks Dye Works threads because there's only 5, so I could very easily do that. But so there's collards, it's a green color, and terracotta, which is a sort of orangey color, and chestnut, brown, and mascara, and pelican gray is the other color. And these 2 colors are among the called for colors. One here and one there for some other projects that I have. So I might use them because the squirrel pattern is so small that it won't use much thread at all. So I'll have some left over for other projects. We'll see. But so anyway, so while I was at the attic, the other thing I bought was some patterns. There was one design by Needle Bling Designs. I can't speak. Sorry, words are hard. But this one caught my eye. Christmas Eve Ride. May you never be too old to search the skies on Christmas Eve. And get that. So there's Santa and his reindeer flying over the little village. I bought that. And this one here, Silver Creek Samplers, It Is Well With My Soul. It's really pretty. And this one, Spring Delivery. I think this has been shown on Flosstube before. A little bunny smoking a pipe. And there's a companion piece called Spring Gathering that I've heard the name before, but I don't remember off the top of my head what it looks like, what the picture looks like. But anyway, it goes with this. That's really cute. I just love that tall bunny. And then I bought, of course, keeping with the bunny theme, this Hands-On Designs. Everybody's seen it. Life Needs More Chocolate Bunnies with the little bunny butts over here. So this comes with the buttons, but they did not have the kit with the sulky threads. So I'll either use, I don't know if I'll use DMC or if I'll go ahead and order the sulky threads online. I have not decided yet what I'm going to do. And then I bought they had some blue flower designs there. So they had this one, Life with Cats, We Are Not Amused. This little pattern. I thought that was cute. And then the Winter Squirrel. She had this was a new release at Nashville. But the little squirrel wearing a sweater with a little wagon with this acorn tree. Just really cute, really, really cute. And I almost bought. I was gonna buy a corner gauge because I don't have one, and they had some really nice ones at the attic. So I almost bought one, but then I changed my mind. I thought, yeah, I don't really, I want to buy something else, And it was a good thing I didn't buy it because this was the free gift from the attic for people attending the retreat. So now I have a corner gauge. Yay. So anyway, yeah, that was my attic haul, and I will probably make another trip soon. I don't know. There were some things there that I didn't buy. I thought about buying some fabric. I thought about buying more threads, and I didn't really have anything in mind specifically. I just had that list of threads for the little squirrel thing. But I could have kitted up with threads. The blue flower things call for Weeks Works and Gentle Arts and stuff like that. So I could have kitted them up, I guess, but I wasn't sure what all I was going to buy and how much I was going to spend, and so I didn't do that. But I might go back and buy some more threads there. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, so that was Friday. So when we got back from the attic, I had taken all my stuff away from the table, so I had not saved a space there. So some other people were sitting there, and that was fine. And so I found a different table, and actually Barb and Gay switched tables also. And actually this was a little bit nicer because in the evening, Thursday evening, at that table, the door was kind of standing open, and it was kind of cold, and I ended up getting very cold Thursday night, as the evening went on, and there was like a little breeze blowing in or whatever. It was very cold. So I was actually happy to change tables on Friday. But so at this table, I was sitting with Becky Johnson, who had driven me to the attic, and Barb and Gay, who were also at the first table I was at. And then a girl named Jamie Richardson and Carla with a K, sitting next to me, and Jennifer Bartolucci, who one actually picked my stitch and give gift. Uh, uh, so that was kind of nice. I got to see her reaction to the little scissor case thing that I'd done, and I didn't take a picture of everything I put in that bag, but I bought a little journal that had some cactuses on the front and some washi tape that had uh, uh, one of them had cactus and the other, but they were like Arizona, I mean, desert themed kind of things. And then I put a pair of scissors in there, like regular full size um, sort of stork shaped scissors, but they were more color. They were colorful, like blue and white, I think. Um, but I put those in there because they I had actually bought, and I don't know if I have. I do have it. I had bought some scissors that I was gonna include in the gift, but um, like I said, they didn't fit in that little scissor case that I made. And then when I was gonna, just say, well, I'm gonna include them in the bag anyway. Uh, and I really liked them. They're sort of like they look like a moth or a bird or something, but they're a little bit on the stiff side. They stick a little bit, and so I went ahead and did the little stork type uh, scissors. So these are really pretty and really cute, really different, but they're a little sticky. I don't like them as quite as much uh, as far as the stitch. Excuse me, the movement of them. Anyway, so Jennifer picked my SAG gift the exchange we did on Saturday. And I'll talk little bit more about that later. So then started stitching on my penguin that afternoon. This little Christmas penguin that I had done that I talked about before. Um, I had stitched everything on it except for the bottom part, which was just half stitches of white, and I thought that's an easy thing to do at the retreat. I could talk and be distracted and whatever, um, and I'm less likely to make mistakes. And so I started working on it. What I didn't count on was it's an awful lot. It was an awful lot of white, even though it's only half stitches. There were several rows that I was working on, and I did not finish it Friday night. I didn't finish on Friday. I got quite a ways. I was almost done. I've got about halfway probably on Friday night. I had went to dinner and blah, blah, blah. So, or I mean, I guess I ordered in, but so I had to stop to eat dinner. So yeah, it took a little while. So I didn't finish it Friday, but I finished it on late Saturday night. Most of it's something about probably 2/3 of the people that were there had already gone to bed because it was late. But I did finish it Saturday night. So I have a finish. Finished the Christmas penguin. Yay. So he's all done. Anyway, then let me check my notes. Okay. Oh, I did write a little short story that I gave away there um, at the retreat called The Cross Stitch Police. Um, it was just a little fun story. Like it's about 2 pages long, 2 pages long. But it's sort of about how we all feel. Maybe at least I do, and I know other people have talked about. You're at your first retreat. It's sort of like you're a little insecure, a little about it's about being insecure about your stitching, about how we all sort of put a little bit of pressure, on everybody's got to do this pattern, everybody's got to do this fabric, Anyway, so it was about that. So I just was, uh, I included it for some people. Whoever wanted to pick it up can pick it up. Anyway, then on Saturday, I stitched some more on that penguin. And that's when we had we had a raffle, and we had the Stitch Give thing. So at the raffle, one of the things that was offered, and what I happened to win, were some wool threads. And so there's a bunch of different colors here. There's poppy red, and I think this is called winter wood. It's really variegated, and shell pink, and I think taupe. This one is taupe, I think. And this blue one is called denim blue dark. Here, yeah, it's blue. So anyway, I'm not. I don't know what I'm going to use them for. But well, you may use them here and there on a design. I don't know yet. So I won that in the raffle. And then we also had, that was when we had the Stitch and Give. And Jennifer won picked my gift. And when it was my turn to go up and pick a gift, I had seen earlier, we all had gone up and looked, and there was, all the different gift bags and boxes and things like that. But so I had seen a gift wrapped in this, a box, a good-sized box, wrapped in this beautiful little cactus paper. And I thought, oh, I really like that one, So it was wrapped in this beautiful cactus paper with these beautiful ribbons. Beautiful, beautiful. So that was the one I picked. And I think I hit the jackpot. This was a design, this was a gift designed by Marcy Thiesen. And she included this pretty little card. The design patterns were by Prairie Schooler. But it was just amazingly beautiful. Amazing. So this is a little card. So I opened up the gift. Let me grab it carefully. And it's a little wooden photo cube kind of thing, right? It has a little like spinner on the bottom. That you can, but it has on each of these sides, this is a stitched pattern. There's fall, and then this is like fabric, and there's like a little bit of padding under here, and then a little chenille trim. So there's fall, and there's summer. There's a little bee skip and some bees. Pardon my chippy nail. And a flower there, and a little house. And then here's spring with a little sheep. Flower. And there's winter with deer. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. Okay, and then the top, it comes off. And here, a stitch in time. And it has this little scalloped trim and little clocks on it. And let me put this down for a second. So up here are all these little clocks. And there's a little scissor charm, a little heart charm. It says made with love. And then there's a little thimble charm right here. And then this is a little like a, what do you call it, tape measure, cloth tape measure. So that's the top of the box. But wait, there's more. there's these little cactuses that I think she said she ordered them off of Etsy. But they have there's those little pins, little sunflower pins stuck in them. But, so they're little flowering saguaros, whatever. Let's turn this pin around. So, yeah. So these little cactuses were inside the box, along with let me get this all out. Okay. This little Arizona thimble, little porcelain thimble, and this little spool with more of this cloth tape measure and chenille wrapped around it, and then these little scissors. But look at that little cactus motif on the little cactus designs on the scissors. And then more chenille and ribbon, and this little tiny fob, and this little tiny cactus stitched on there, and the button, and there's some more scissors and ribbon. And then she was saying how her idea was that the scissors would go in this little spool here, like this. Isn't that cute? Everything, it's just so... oh, and I didn't even show you the inside of the box yet. Even the inside of the box is beautiful. There's more fabric and more these little charms. It's just gorgeous. I was trying to get the best light in there, but yeah, it's just the thought and the design work and it's just amazing to me, just amazing. So to put that somewhere where the cats won't mess it up. But yeah, so that's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much, Marcy. I can't, get over how gorgeous that is. Anyway, so, gosh, let's see. So that was Saturday. Yeah. And, let me see. So I talked about how I finished the penguin and everything. And, and one thing that went around, I guess starting on Saturday, was a little piece of cloth that everybody was stitching their names on. I don't know if it went all the way around the room. I don't know that everybody had a chance to do it because it kind of got, I think the little piece of fabric got stalled out on somebody's table or something. But I did get to we did get to add our names on it at our table. So all of our names got on there. And then Saturday night. Oh, so I wanted to go over the little sort of bag of stuff we got when we checked in. So one thing was this Stitchnanigans design. Arlene Cohen that did design these. Provided the design for the t-shirts and everything. She made this Stitchnanigans logo design for the conference, and so on the back of this is the pattern for this logo. So we got that, as well as a list of the people that were going to the conference, along with if they have a YouTube channel or an Instagram name or whatever, this list of names. And then we got this little zipper bag and stuff. And there's my little my name tag. I wore it actually. I still had it on my neck when we went to eat lunch Sunday afternoon. My family, and I didn't realize I had this on until I was at lunch. But I ordered Panda takeout Saturday night, Friday night, Friday night, um, Friday night. And in my fortune cookie, I got the fortune that said, step by step, you will ascend the staircase to success. And I thought that was kind of appropriate. You could, instead of step, you could say stitch. Stitch by stitch, you will ascend the staircase to, instead of success, you could say a finish. Stitch by stitch, you will ascend the staircase to a finish. Anyway, so that was my little, my fortune, that was in my fortune cookie. Anyway, so we got a little mini version of Pepe, the skeleton that McKenna has, as well as a decal with that says Stitchnanigans. That was designed by Jen Gonzalez. And we got some little, these have a magnet in them, but these little cactuses. And there was, we got one each, but they had some left over at the end, so they brought some for some of us if we wanted another one. And then the Stitchnanigans logo. This is a little needle minder with that design that Arlene did. And then there were some little threads that they gave us. And again, since they had some left over, we got to choose another one. So this is the one I chose the first time, and the one I chose the second time. And these are 50-50, like silk and wool combination. So I've got those threads, and then we each got a little bottle to use like however we want. So there were some that had like screw-on tops, but I chose this one that had the little apothecary style thing. I don't want that to fall. And then let me make sure I'm getting everything. Yeah. Oh, we got these little crystals that were that McKenna got them somewhere. She said where she got them. I can't remember now. But anyway, and then these little lavender sachet type bags, and beeswax molds. That there were I think 3 different designs, but I got this little cactus design. So I think that's about everything. I don't want to run out of time here. So Sunday morning, I did stitch on this daily walk in the woods finally. So I had done these tree trunks before the retreat, but so Saturday morning I started on this little tree outline here. Once I did a little bit of that Sunday morning. Saturday, I'd say Sunday morning. And also, since the retreat was ending, and I didn't catch her name, but she was going around. She had some needle minders, and she was going around with her son, and so they were offering a sort of a special discount price. They were $4 a piece for Sunday. So I thought, oh yeah, I'll buy one. Those little needle minders. And I looked in my little coin purse where I had my cash. I only had $3. And so they said, that's okay, I'll take you. And they sold it to me for $3. So I bought this little octopus needle minder. And I think that's it. Gosh, that's everything. Just 50 minutes. I have a lot of pictures that I took of just, people standing around. But there's a picture of me and Marcy. Sorry. And notification. Me and Marcy. She's the one that designed that beautiful box. I can't get over that. It's just so so neat. But I took a bunch of pictures of people that were there, and just so I'll probably post in the Friday at the Grid group or on Instagram some of the pictures from that weekend. I record this directly onto my tablet, and so I have not ever done any editing or anything like that to insert pictures or anything like that. But I will post pictures on my Instagram channel, I think, and in Friday After Grid group, I think, also, if you're part of those. So anyway, so that's the retreat weekend. Gosh, I have just covered a whole bunch of stuff. But I think that's everything. So I'm going to get this posted. And it was a great weekend. It was, and I'm kind of sad that it was over. It was, I met sort of the heavy hitters, if you will. I met Elena and Olivia, Michelle Bendy Stitchy, Michelle Rudy was there, farm girl, and of course Marcy, and just Christine Stitch All the Things. She was there. She was very nice. She came by in our table and looked at everything, and just really nice people. Really, everybody was really nice and sweet, and I didn't get to meet everybody, but those that I did get to meet were very kind and very nice, and we took a group picture with everybody out by the pool. That was kind of fun. And I didn't go swimming after all. I took my suit and everything, and I was going to go swimming, but I sort of didn't know what the pool situation was going to be. And then in the end, I just really didn't have time to go out there. And I wanted to get some stitching done, and I wanted to go to the attic and this and that and the other. And also, getting up and down on steps in a pool is difficult for me. And so I just didn't want to hassle with it. But everything went really well, and there were just I don't know. It was really great. I'll probably think of 1,000 things to talk about that I forgot to mention. But I think everything went well. So I think that's gonna be it, since I've tried to do this before and I had to do it again, and I spent quite a while. I think I started about 8 o'clock in the morning doing this, and it's like almost 11 now. Anyway, so I think that's everything. In my first retreat, it was great, and I was really glad that it was here in town. I was able to go, because if I had to buy a plane ticket or had to, drive out there, whatever, it would have been much more difficult to attend. And so McKenna was talking about doing this again next year, and so I will probably try to attend again, if here in Arizona, in Phoenix, next year. But so yeah, it was great. It was just, I can't even say enough about it. It was a lot of fun. So okay, so thank you for watching. Thank you to my subscribers. Welcome to any new people who sat through all of this stuff that you don't know anything about. I will talk to you hopefully on Saturday at my regular time. Thanks. Bye.